Okay, dokie, here we are back. And should be going by. We're back at it now. Okay. Technically, should have been much lower. Because it was just too much of a delay within the last one. And I hope we are on to this in a way that it works well. We are doing and testing this right now. And as I should go for this, there should be quite some difference in that. And we now that actually that. All right, so here we are. Where were we? Oh yeah, still the same thing. We are wanting to test out those modules that got lost, but it actually doesn't look whether the latency has changed a lot. We're still, well, it's about 10 seconds now, not 20. Yeah, it is different. It's about 5 or 10 seconds now. Oh well. It is what it is.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
Great. It's nice how the colors and the sounds are slightly different here up in Orison in comparison to this one here. Oh, seriously, we still have the loading content screen here. When persistency goes over the top. I mean, the whole concept of persistence is absolutely awesome. But every now and then, it strikes as creating complications. Many of them. Okay, we are running with 6 of them. We hope that we don't get the same issue as before. Nope. This time we're a lot better. This is a TS2. Put this in our Karak. We put this in the Hercules. As the loadout manager. Make some issues right now, so we do it manually. That's why we have all this stuff, so we can do it manually. Oops. Bouncy little dancer. That one just bugged out, as it seems. Quantum Drive, TS2, size 3. 2 tons. Now in here, picking up those XL ones. This one's one of them actually. I will put them into the 400i. The other one is for my caddy. Caddy red. Epic music while moving your quantum drives. Just exactly what you need. And we bring over the 2 Voyages, which are actually currently... Hi, where are they? There. So far we had to use the Atlas for the size 1, and meanwhile actually the Voyage is faster. It has changed. The Atlas is now 151,000 versus the Atlas is with 151,000. You can check those numbers on Urkel. I just came to it by coincidence, so it might be even longer since it is that way. But I haven't checked. But I had to check because I didn't know how or how quick or how fast I will be actually able to get to one or the other place. Come on, mate. So I tried to find the easiest, most compatible part that does the job as close. What the heck? As close as possible to the Atlas. And then I figured out, yep, actually, the Voyage is meanwhile even better. I know for sure that for a long time wasn't. Then I should have space for that. Did I place it now exactly in front of this? Well, oops, that's gotta be glitchy. Hello, Mr. Waytag. So where is the quantum drive's power plant? Jump drive. There we go. Okay, that's what we got here. So first things first, we need to port unlock the modules. We need to do that from the cockpit. How about remembering where you're actually supposed to go? So up here. Okay, port unlock. Here. Okie dokie. So. Okay. One thing out. And then the XL2. And yeah, just shoot around me. Okay. Whoops. I'll level it out. Alliance. Okay. Slowly. It might look easier as it actually is. Ah! Okay, so as our loadout manager is making fun stuff, we need to do it manually, or as it was intended. Let's see whether we can now actually place the pick TS2 better, so I don't explode while we're flying around. Torrent. Ah, come on, guys. Yes. This one is not supposed to hang around like this here. Yep. Okay, so could detach it to the cargo grids. It's the turret module. I want to unload this. I don't need to carry this through time and space. And we will very behave. Come on. Hey. Well, I try to behave. Okay, that was not as sexy as it could be. That's moving off this module, and it goes down the hole. And for the main reason that, yeah, I mean, every form of item we are not leaving around everywhere helps and supports the longevity of our server, isn't it? We don't want to. Yeah, like the same on the planet. We don't want to debris our planet, so we don't want to debris our system here. There's already quite some debris. So good. 2 Voyage, 2 XL1. 1 is inside and 2 TS2. Go back towards Area 18. So we got some time to quantum travel, and as always, for those who are watching, if you have any questions, just shoot. Or if you want to add something into the chat or something you might be curious about. I think yesterday someone had questions around all the what was it called? All the decorations. So we did decorative stuff. I'm not that much into decorating things. Too much of a door. So I really don't want to go there again. But maybe there's other stuff you want to see or that you're curious about. So let me know. But first things first. Let's get out of here. The quality of the servers has actually been mostly good. So it was a rather smooth go on how the servers are moving. The 2 server errors that I experienced so far within the last patch were very short. The missions didn't came over this time. Last time I had at least 2 occasions where I could complete the missions. So there is some hope that this is going to change. And I'm very much looking forward to it, and again appreciating our devs that working almost day and night for us, that we can do that we can test here, over here, and our testing gets more and more comfortable to do. So this is really great news. It's really good to hear. So let's set course to ArcCorp, that I can deliver those quantum drives to my other ships that are desperately looking for some more speed to move around. That's double jump there. So that gets some in between times. No power. What? What do you mean, no power? Ah. Supposed to turn it on. This truly has a little power. So what's going on here?
Core system deactivated. Shield system power low. Weapons power. Engines power low.
Okay, that was a hard reset of our systems. That's weird. That never happened so far. Curious what this is all about. Why my quantum drive is not working on this one. Respectively is very low on power. Oh, there you go. Who put that down in stealth? And turned off my thing, so photon lock is not needed anymore. Snowfall, missile. So one still here. That's just interesting. I mean, I was understanding before when we had the it was not turned on, so that obviously wouldn't work. It's 0, it's 5. It's higher in the priority score. Then we overclock our still no impact here. That's freaking interesting. I haven't experienced that. Oh yeah, that's resets it right loud there. But yeah, that anyway didn't make any difference to do that. Okay, but now it's online. Good. So we had just to do a little bit of overclocking. And things are different, and we're calibrating, and we're ready for quantum travel. Gee-sha. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a bit of a limpy hop. So, apologies for that delay. We see engineering gameplay is around the corner. And yeah, when you replace your stuff, you need to check in with your power settings, and then you are good to go afterwards. Okay, and as we are out here, just give it a short check on the latest issues that we're having. It's always good to But at first, check on what's going on in the chat, in the patch notes, especially when we're out in things, and then I usually go and yeah. Yep. Yeah, every now and then it's just fun what people actually stayed in here. The issue, jump down loot nerf. Oh, right. Yeah, stuff gets nerfed. Actually true. Right. Good. So we're on track with that. Good. Okay, so we arrived. Looking at our curb. Moving our heads over area 18. Get our stuff out.
Quantum drive activated.
Yeah, the latency is definitely better than before. That's good. Let's bring that back as we wanted, actually. Okay. Good. So we do a quick unload of those modules that we bought. And some of them replaced here manually. And then we see what we're going to do next.
Quantum drive deactivated.
We don't want to miss out the opportunity to fly through Area 18. It's those nice clouds. So usually my... I was too early with the gears.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, this time it's on this side. Oh, it's only medium hanger. That's interesting.
Landing gear raised.
And it says I'm in a queue. Well, I hope not.
Warning.
But it looks like I am. So where is the best place to queue up and wait here? Not being too late, actually. And I'm actually quite surprised that it's now just a medium hanger, because technically I'm supposed to have a large hanger. So I'm curious what happens here next. How long we're actually supposed to wait for that. The one thing I do know, hitting ATC again is not helpful, because it actually puts you further back into the row. So as we had for the 700 seconds wait, which would be a little bit more than 5 minutes, which is, let's say, a decent amount of waiting time for doing this. So it is really... yeah, it's about being patient right now and just take the time for doing whatever else is needed to do. So I'm going to have some water, and my fellow X-Wings X guy in here mostly needs to do the same. Filled up and refreshed. And yep, we can't throw around the stuff anymore. Otherwise, it's gonna get bad. Yeah, let's dim the light a little bit. Create some atmosphere in here. Want some wine? Perfectly well. What's in the fridge? That's in, well, it's champagne. Okay. We can't use the crash can to actually put the stuff in there. Isn't it freaking awesome how the light is created in this ship? It's just absolutely great. Cabin quarters for the folks you're taking with you. Captain's quarters. More wardrobes. I look forward when we have the wardrobes, and then the whole putting on clothes is not always a freaking procedure to get in there. I mean, respawning is one of the reasons why I keep on picking up my stuff up, is because putting all the thing manually back on there is always such a thing. So which one is the? Let's see. Scanning seat. But for now, it's mainly the turret.
Weapons active. Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
And of course, the whole engineering could be done here. Remote turret button. It's 2 Panthers. I mean, this ship in itself, I mean, it has 2 rhinos in the front. Hello, Norman Robinson. Bermuda Islands. Wow. I haven't heard a long time anything of those islands. So, how did you get there? By a plane that didn't found its right way, or are you just right there? Appreciating having you on this chat. Good to hear you. That's interesting. I was thinking about the Bermuda Islands for a while, or let's say about the Bermuda Triangle, because I was actually looking up some stuff on a map, and then suddenly I was seeing this. And back in when I was young, it's like the 80s, 90s of last century, there was always this mystery around the Bermuda Triangle and all these kind of things. And suddenly nobody ever talks about this anymore, so it's quite interesting. And so, how's the day down there, and what you're up to, and what gives me the honor that you are coming in here, Mr. Robinson?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Still doesn't let me in. And the main issue for that I'm waiting for with other stuff I just move around. I have a couple of quantum drives in my interior that I would like to drop off here with my other ships. But doesn't let me. So before we were in queue for about 5 or 6 minutes. And I hope this is going to change in a second and they allow us in. Otherwise we drop the stuff off in Bajini and I see another day how to get him down here. Because I can't bother waiting. Let's give it another, let's say, what is it? Another minute. Okay. 51. Then we go on and we'll see what happens. We had this already to the morning, but it was the other way around. I tried to leave. But having the situation right now, just for getting in, it makes me wonder whether I really actually want to get in. And I wonder how long it's going to take till I will be out of it again. Okay, so we are 30 seconds through. So, Riker Memorial, this is your last chance. Riker Memorial from X-Wings X, please respond. Riker Memorial from X-Wings X, last chance for having me as a guest in your spaceport for right now. I definitely come back later, but if you're unwilling or unable to open the hangar, I'm not to wait longer. Okie dokie. A minute can be such a long time. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. Let's go up to Bajini and see what we can do there. So where are you? Oh, we're here.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Getting welcome with a radar lock. Seems like other refugees.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Looking or waiting for things. Okay, gateway granted. That's a lot more welcoming than the other part. We're getting in. Collision alert. Not yet.
Pleasant stay.
That was not as smooth as I intended. Okay. All right. We to well, let's restock for a moment. I'd been quantum traveling for a bit. Let's get that stuff in. Have you guys realized how much more often we actually can do restocking? And how less we got this freaking bug that we can't restock? It has been a lot better. And for those who really wish that I respond to the chat. You have to expect about 10 seconds latency from my side and then from your side. I'm still figuring out what's the best latency momentum to go for, and I think I will be able to pull up actually even one more that I'm currently using. So it's not I'm not watching the chat, I'm seeing you and I'm reading you. But it's just a minimum amount of delay that is currently going on here. Two TS2 quantum drives, size 3 quantum drives, another XL1 here. The intention was to bring it down to Riker Memorial, where all my other ships sit, and I didn't bought for all of them one. This is just a little amount because as the vehicle loadout manager currently is not working, we need to do it all manual, and for some ship it is actually quite a, just by the nature of the ship, quite a challenge to manually replace the modules. So the 400i is super simple to do, as it is, that's just the perfect loadout to do that manual, but that's not for all the ship the same. And remember, when you lowered it to as well move it over, people had the issue that the missions didn't update it, because it's one thing to lower your stuff down into the elevator and the other thing to actually move it over to the warehouse. Only then your mission is fully completed. That I think created some confusion, because some missions state slightly earlier that they're complete even when you haven't moved your stuff over, and then it seems like the mission is bugged, and it's not, well, halfway bugged. It's just too early that the mission tells you it's over when it's not really fully over yet. This just as a note on the side. Okay, so what we're gonna do next? Oops, maybe not bumping our heads. And the wings. Okay. That was interesting. I've been relocated. No. It tried to eat me. That was proof. You've all seen it. It tried to eat me. Jeffrey. What the heck's going on? Who is radar locking me? What are you guys doing around here? Do they look for some trouble or what?
Docking request inbound.
Uh-huh. it's a police officer that tries to consult me. I think we are good to go. Let's check in with this Corsair, what's going on this. Shields are still up. Seems to be quite functional. Sometimes it seems to be have been moved out from the ship while something happened. Okay, good. Next thing's next. Let's check what we're gonna do. What testing's up next? We did quite some testing around. RKL2 silicon delivery. This one has a couple of issues. Everest Harbor to Pyro Gateway. I would love to do the Riker, but they don't let us in, so. Modern Express, RKL3. When have we been RKL3 last time? RKL5, RKL2. Sheesh. That doesn't even say how much. Oh yeah, that's a close one. Let's try this one.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And in we go.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
There we are again. Okay, we get our stims. Let's see whether we can do it this time. No. What did I read? Didn't I read right? Collect stems from by Genie Point. Yes, here we are. Deliver to, yes, that's where we go. But we are now at by Genie Point. So how about, there you go. Stems. One, two, three. That's not enough. These are like 4 SU. And as far as I'm concerned, we need a lot more. Well, let's start transferring them and see what happens next. One after the other. Oh, these are 4 SU containers. Alrighty then. I like those. Those squashed flat little things. And I think I can even fit them on here. Yes, we can. So these are 8 SU. Squashy stim packs. And then here 2 SU. Yeah. How about rotating wings? Yes, we can. And over here. The last one, which means we are running with our intention of bringing 11 SU of stims into our ship, and we roll it all up. We are locking that thing and stuff. Now where's my elevator? See you later, elevator. Stuck up there. Doesn't want to play along anymore. Bad elevator. Okay. Let's open that gate. And let's get out of here. That's going to be a short jump to Arc L2. That's not really far. That's 2 point something, 8 gigameters, I would say. It's one of the shorter jumps we have. Oh, I could have brought a Voyage with me. I think I have my Prospector sitting over there. Oh well.
Thank you.
Gateway granted. Much appreciated. And we're routing. Routing worked perfectly at 1 hit. That's really nice. Now we see whether it actually worked or whether it tried to shoot me through the planet. No, we have an OM. Oh, all good. For once, it's not trying to kill me. And most of the time you can say that the game isn't trying to kill you, it's very successful at it. So 2.8 gigameters over to Arc L2, Lagrange point 2 of the Arc Corp system. Okay. But I still would like to hear more about these Bermuda Islands. So in case you're still here, let us know. We're curious. Okay, Lively Passway Station. Pretty much best spot for mining, by the way. Well, refining, we need to say refining. As this place is really doing its job quite well. As it has for most of, now all the high tiers, so tier 1 and the S tier, and as even the tier 2 have no, how you call it, no minus points in it. You have either you get 100% or more out of it. So that's a pretty good ratio for pretty much all you're going, and a couple of them even have quite a good amount of plus. So it is really the place to go. Of course, you pay some surcharges most of the time, as pretty much everybody drops its stuff for refining out here. This will definitely change as soon the refining gameplay comes into place and we have our ships that can refine. Is it the Galaxy that has a refinery on it, or of course then the Orion? I don't own an Orion, but I think we have 2 people in our organization, or even 3 that own an Orion, and we all are very much looking forward for this gameplay, because that's going to be absolutely amazing when you are with a crew of 6, 7, 8 people out there with different roles, specification, exploring, looking for the juicy asteroids. Then the Orion comes and follows after it. You mine it, you refine it. Of course, you have escorts there, combat people that protect your convoy. You have medical people around that do that as well. So there's gonna be an amazing time to do that, to use this game to its full extent. So that's very, very cool. Whoops. Hey. Can we go down now? Thank you. Oh, man. Entering private property. Yes, it's my ship. Leaving private property. Still my ship. Okay, so we're having the stims. Grabbing him off it. Still not scratching any paint off our ship. And you see, that's just the advantage of having the max lift here. The little ones is faster. That is actually correct. But when it comes to detaching it, you are so much easier to detach the things with the tractor lift, and that's for sure an advantage to take into account when you want to choose with what kind of tractor beam you actually want to work. So the difference is quite intense. It's quite a big thing to do. So let's see whether we're able to successfully complete that mission here. First we need to lift it down. That's what we have. And now you'll see it says now the mission is complete, but it's not until you actually moved it over. So it's just halfway complete. So you select it all and then you move it to warehouse, and that's now the momentum when it's all over there. And now we're really done with the mission. Well, at least technically. History, hauling, direct solar. Says I had to abandon some of them because of inconveniences. That's maybe best way to formulate it. Okay, what else do we have? Because from Serafin, that's Serafin from Celestine Spicini Point. Do we have some? Oh, okay. Now we have from here to yellow core silicon 6K. Seraphim. Sims. This is, yeah, you have to deliver it to like 4 different places for 6Ks. That's so imbalanced. RKL 4. So this is Faint Glen Station. We need to pick up 10 SU of waste. Baijini solar cargo. Extra small. Seraphin to Tressler, Everest, and then deliver it to 4 different stations. Yeah, I think I really stick with one of those. This one here in the beginning. No. RKL 2 to yellow core station. RKL 5. It's on the left, on top right of the map. Not as bad. That's where we deliver and where we pick up. Oh, I hope I. There you go. 50 elevator. 9 times. Let's see how it's distributed this time. It was 9 boxes. Silicone. Three. That last one we need to reassemble again. Luckily we don't transport any porcelain. Oops. Okie dokie. Another round here. And the last one. We have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Better count first than later. Every now this elevator is really like a pogo stick. It just punches you up through the roof. Okay. Arc L5. Ooh, that's a fast approach that guy's having. D1. All right. Okay, and so we're moving. And I'll be back in a moment. And we arrive. Just in time. All right. Cool down is happening, and we're going on. Last little jump. And we are there. It's been a long time when I've been here. And this is just the other amazing thing about this ship. Have you seen this? The little amount of quantum fuel we actually used. Because for big systems like Pyro, we will need ships with big quantum tanks. And yeah, many of the small ships will go back to their standard quantum drives. You will not be able to use the good one, the fast ones. So running with Bolon and all that stuff, man. So yeah, what ship do you get in future? What ship do you get for really big systems? I mean, the biggest we can go here is from Arc L2 to Magnus, which is far. But this is all small, short steps in comparison to what Pyro will offer us. And Pyro is just the beginning. So brace yourself. It was the right side. I thought so. But why is the door not open? Did somebody snatch my hanger? Who are you, by the way? A nomad sitting there. That's a brave little warrior coming all the way out here with his nomad. And assumably standing in front of the same challenge as I do. The door is not opening. Okay, different here. Sometimes it helps to use the comms. No, doesn't seem to be responsive. So what's public chat saying? Well, we might be able to snitch some cargo out of this guy's trunk. Oops. Sorry, sir. That was not intended. But this station doesn't seem to be on the latest fusion. Okay, before we start to ravel around with that guy, let's get outside of the armistice zone and try this approach again and see what happens. I'll try to confirm the issue with Arkel 5. Still showing us the hangar like back in the days, which means last patch. And as it actually shouldn't do, it shouldn't write out the hangar size. Means the hangar for this ship. So we're just backing off a little bit. Okay, so we're leaving Armistice Zone now. So technically this hangar sign should have been disappeared by now. It doesn't. Ah, now it has. Good on ya. Now let's see whether we get a different hangar. As we move in. Let's not overdo it with the speed. Because otherwise I have again dedicated cargo in my ship that I cannot drop off. And I need to check then whether this is really a problem for Arc L5, as I haven't seen that so far, that it literally gives us a hangar name. Yeah, this. This is not what should happen. It should say medium hangar 5. And it should open the door, of course, which it doesn't do as well. And as this Nomads was sitting here, filled with cargo of the same kind, so it's the same silicone cargo that it is carrying, I assuming there was the same issue then. Well, we can do some base building over here. Because I won't be able to do anything with this cargo. And I'm supposed to bring it here. Am I? Well, let's last check whether I'm at Arc L5. But I am. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you need to check in whether you were just simply too stupid to fly to the right place. And then as you confirmed that, you said, nope, I'm still able to do that. Which is okay. I mean, they'll grow older at some point. It can get difficult to go to the right spot. So what shall we do? Tower defense? Oh, wait. I can't go too far, otherwise the armistice thingy kicks in. Not as easy as you think. But we can do it. No. Oh, but I thought I gonna tear down my own little tower. Hold still. Okay. Oops. Good. Jenga? Oh, what's the game called? I need someone else to pull some of the boxes out here. So I'm at RKL 5, so if you want to join and play some Jenga over here, we always can do that. I mean, not just an MMO, it's a sandbox. So we can combine those things. Jenga tower. Oh. That was dangerous. Oh, now we're getting really artistic, do we? Okay, the last one. Then it's 9 boxes high. Okay, let's see. Well, let's see whether we can do that. We need this dump. Oh, nope. Oh, I stepped over the invisible line of... Yep. Perfect. Okay, let's... Well, we need to take a photo, moment for photo. I can't take off the helmet, unfortunately. Make the really nice photo. Well, I could, but then it... Oh, no! Oh, come on! Shall I do it again? What do you think? I wanted to do a nice 07 picture here. Like, oh, man. Oh! Magic. Okay, let's be quick. Let's be quick. And we do the 7 tack. Good. Yeah, I assume I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be the thumbnail for this live stream. Yeah, it's gonna be the thumbnail for this live stream. Oh. Now it's down again, but we could take a picture, so technically nobody's seen it, and I need to check for issue councils here around, what is it? A yellow core station, because yellow core station, I haven't seen that issue so far at all, that the hangar isn't saying medium, large, or whatever hangar, it's just a hangar 5 as we used to have it in previous patches. So this station seemed to be a bit old-fashioned. Or maybe, who knows, now that they got rid of all the stuff, it might say now, oh yeah, come in, it's all good. Hangar door is not opening. There's clear to land.
Landing gear raised.
Nah, try it all the ways. Like keyboard over the comms and the keybind on my house has, so it's like it's a no. Unfortunately, too bad. Came all the way out of here for nothing. Okay, so we submitted. Failed. Yeah, you can say so. That failed. Seraphim. I'm not gonna do that. Mark 2. That collects him to. Well, L5. Yeah, no, wait. Give me a moment. Sorry. Give it a better picture here than this. Have at least something beautiful to marvel at. But nah, it's like it. Right, this one's better. I need to check the issue council for a moment what's going on with this RKL5 station. This is the job that we're doing. RKL5 hangar not. All right, just give me a moment. To screenshot this. Actually looks different. Yeah, this whole thing's but as I said, it is the heart of doing this. Actually doing adding to the issue council. Good. Okay. So we're stop on. Good. Well, no, good is different. How do you say chocolate is good? Right, let's head out. Give it a push in a direction and let Newton carry us forward. Good. Now let's check what are we doing next. And for those who would like to contribute in the chat, just remember that we have a 10-second delay on this stream. I'm going to reduce it as well for the next one, so we have a better latency. What? I thought I accepted that one. Okay. No, we don't want to do whole. It's okay. Let's see what else we have. Portrait above microcheck. Thank you for that. Bring it to RKL 3. Be all the way. Well, yeah, RKL 5 is just not where we're supposed to go. Everest Harbor to Pyro. RKL 1. Carbon to Virginia Point. Then we're back in Virginia Point, and I actually want to try it again to bring my stuff down from Virginia Point, as I'm having my quantum drives that I brought over from Cousins Crow at Virginia Point. As before, Area 18 wouldn't want us to get in. And I think that's the last polling we're doing. After this, we're going to do something differently, and I'm not fully sure yet what I want or what I'm going to do, but we'll see. Maybe I have a suggestion or a wish for something. Otherwise, I will just be deciding and moving forward with it. We are in. Let's see. Maybe say how many hours we are on already. Okie dokie. The best place for your additional screens for streaming is always where you basically have nothing to place it. That's just perfect. It's like when we used to have those televisions with antenna at home. I know it's hardly to imagine for most people that this has existed. And you had to move them depending on which channel you would choose in order to get a proper picture. It was always like when you were hanging out from the shelf about 2.5 meters above ground with 1 feet in the air, then that would be the perfect momentum, the perfect place to actually do it. So it's a quite an interesting phenomenon. And now with setting up your screens on different sides of your main screen, so you see the chat and you have an overview and can press the buttons that you're supposed to press and doing all the what's called the issue councils and all that at the same time. So that's all the stuff coming together while you're trying to do the things. Okay, we are approaching White Forest Station, a really nice station, by the way. I spent so much time in here back in 3.13 when all the continuum mining was very much the main focus for well, it was the main thing. You had a prospector and you would get continuum to that's how a hangar is supposed to look like. It's not a number. The other hangar in ARC L5 was just a number, so it didn't really work, but we need a name on it. So because back then in order to find the halo belt, the asteroid belt, to get the best continuum rocks, you had to go off from here, quantum driving towards Hurston, and then you had to stop after 6.5 million kilometers and get out there and start scanning. Well, you couldn't scan back there. There was no scanner implemented back there. So you had to look and zoom through the windows of your prospector to see the little asteroids that actually were was something useful in it. So we had to look for them like manually. We had to be able to distinguish the looks of a mineable asteroid towards a non-mineable asteroid. That was quite a thing. You could get decently, how it's called, motion sick by doing that, because the constant zooming in and out with F could have quite an impact on doing that. So it was actually quite a fascinating thing to do, and together you money together with this, and then you had to be fast enough with the continuum, because back then it was not timer of 20 minutes till the continuum was unstable and would explode. It was 12 minutes if I'm correct, but don't nail me on that. That might be a little bit. 15 minutes, 12 of, yeah, not a lot, especially not if you have to travel 6 million kilometers through space, or in terms for now 6.5 gigameters. So that's quite a thing. How that was back then. So it was interesting, and that's why White Forest Station is. I think it's very familiar to all the folks that was asteroid mining back in the days where this was actually really worth doing. I mean, meanwhile, when you go out for, I think, no matter if you group mine in a mole or solo mine in a mole, you go to Lyria or Walla and Shady Glen. Really great spot for mining, for either prospector mining or coal mining. You get a lot of what is it called? Bexalite out of that place. Let's find the good sweet spot to stand here. And Bexalite, I mean, it's a nice tier 2 material. You get a good thing back, and good thing of Bexalite, you get additional 7% when you're out when you do the refining on ArcCorp L2. So it's a really nice combination of voila. Oh, too far, come back. Try to escape. It's a really good combination of voila, Arc L2 and the mining. Okay, this is going to the last howling session for this day. We will continue with the stream, and again, I can throw the question into the air: are you up for something specific to look or to see, or should I just go and decide and see what we want to do, test out in PTU? Because we pretty much tested quite a couple of things that are in the testing focus, and that's good. That's what we're supposed to do, and that's what I'm very much dedicated to do. And because as we were in our only avocado, you felt that it was summer and it wasn't many people in, so we didn't had it created as much data as we usually do, I would say, because usually there's a lot more going on. You would see it on the smaller amount of issue counters that came out per day, and now this has a lot increased. Of course, we have as well a lot more duplicates now. Because I mean, one thing is that I really appreciate if people actually do issue counters instead of ranting in the chat. That's one thing. That's really good. But the other thing is still to try to search first for duplicates as good as it can. And I mean, by no means I would say want to say, oh, what's going on there? That this is easy. I find duplicates. I as well create duplicates, even after I thought that I really looked whether this issue has already been raised. And yeah, sometimes you just don't find it. And of course, as more people just throw the stuff in, it doesn't get... let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got all of them. That's the worst thing, really worst thing, when you are... when one of two boxes glitches through the ground and you realize it when you're already there. Like a whole jump too late. Could you please open the door, sir? Thank you. Okay.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you. Always nice when it's just working. And howdy hop. And I wonder whether it could be that it actually... we'll see. We're gonna test some things out. You just feel the difference when you have a proper quantum drive on your ship. It's just something to appreciate. Can I have my OM, please? Yeah, that's a perfect OM. What the heck? I appreciate OM6, but you're not what we want. We want OM3 first. I want to be ready to go all the way up first. Good. And now we have sight on it. Perfect. The idea of the orbital marker is pretty cool. Just in the evening or the morning? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I think it's morning. There we go. These are just fabulous moments. Ah, that guy's Corsair is still sitting there. And we're in. Oops. Lucky it's just... Ouch. Well. Carbon. Not as fragile. this new way of articulating that you left the channel is pretty interesting. I got kicked. Not really know why, but I assume the game knows. Ouch. Okay. Let's see whether we are successfully able to complete that mission right now. And we bring it down. We confirm 11 times. Ooh. We select it all. We move it over. Very important. And then we want to bring out my quantum drives. And only the quantum drives, please. For those who are wondering, maybe joined a bit later, the quantum drives are here because before I could not, could not enter hangar area in. So the door wouldn't open, and as those quantum drives are obviously not for this ship. Well, the big ones, the TS2, are not for this ship. The XL1, well, there is now one XL1 in this ship, but the other one is for my Cutty, and just it's not. I would actually need a lot more for all for my ships, but I did not wanted to overdo it. Last time when I bought all the quantum drives for all my ship, and shields and stuff, I threw out about 10 millions, and all the stuff got eaten by a hangar. So I don't do that anymore, even if it's PTU, and it doesn't really matter because you get the money back. But it's still it's quite some effort moving all the stuff back and forth there. So I'm just having like 2 of each kind of quantum drive that I'm needing. And so I don't have to switch all the time when I use a different ship, but have like 2 going on of them at the same time. So, but that's an interesting positioning that this one actually had. And those other 2 merged together, which is not really sure whether I like that. Oh, well, we'll see. Too late now. So let's go down to area 18 and see whether it allows us to oh, I see. That's the wrong button. Cargo bay. I could have read it, and the problem is not that I can't read. The problem is that I didn't read it. The 2 different problems that result in the same problem. No, 2 different actions that result in the same problem. Not reading and being unable. That elevator seems to be a lot higher than expected. Wow. As I said before, thank you. I at some point I wasted some time on watching Top Gear. I'm not really into it, but there was one thing that I was, and then they were speaking about Lamborghini. One guy was like stating that always feels when you enter Lamborghini that the car tries to kill you. And with StarCitizen, it's actually quite similar. The game continuously tries to kill you. And as I said before, it's less of a trying as it's rather successful in doing it. And of course, it's sort of the job of Memo. Not very unexpected, at least not from my perspective. Okay. So we have no contract for now. We just want to go down to Area 18. And that body is somewhere down here. Or back there. Or I can't say. It's actually one of the hardest places to find by just looking down, at least for me. And again, it wants us to first jump a couple of kilometers, 11 kilometers to our corp, before we actually do it. This is as well quite an interesting bug to state. But I think that one's already out. But you have to do it if you want a route in order to get to the other opportunity to jump. When that was a big frame drop, right? No, I think we're good. We're back. Sorry for that. Apologies for that hiccup that we just experienced. Usually not happening. Heave of the night. Okay. Wait, I'm confused. No, I'm not confused. But I expected something different. I was thinking that was the marker for... It is the marker for the... For the spaceport. Just looks very different. No, it's not. Or then the graphic hasn't loaded in yet. And that causes my question mark. No, it's not. Because we have this big strobe light now that actually indicates the baseboard very well. And that's why I'm very irritated why I don't find it. Because it is back there, it was behind us. Yeah. We sort of came in right over it, but that was interesting. Yeah, the graphic just didn't load it in as as it's supposed to. Now we have Q28, 2,800 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't want me to get in today. Not on this server. This is quite an issue. And as well, why it's not only a medium hangar, it's supposed to be a large hangar. Yeah, but we've been here before, so... Area 18 doesn't want me. Poor bugger me. Let's get out of here. So we just relocate a couple of things out to Bagini and see how this is impacting the situation. And what's going to change after that. In case you're wondering, no, I already have contributed to that issue because we have these issues in quite a while actually with hangar doors. Gateway procedure that doesn't do as it's supposed to do. So yeah, definitely on track or looking on the lookout for finding what's going on with that. And still, it definitely helps if you are not spamming too much of your too many times the button. Oh, that was bad. So what we're going to do is that we get in, store the ship, we store the modules again. So I'm sorry for that. Then I set up my hangar situation up here. We check whether it's not positioned well. If you want to store your ship, you better want to position it in a rather good way. Otherwise it starts shaking and throwing itself around. And as this is quite a small hangar, well, it's just medium, but I mean the 400i is on the edge of being a large ship. It's like it just okay fits the medium hangar and it goes down. So it's good to make sure you properly positioned it. What? Yeah, elevators and ladder, the hardest thing to create in a program. That's just, oh shit, that's just the truth. Can we just, come on, mate, get off. Oh no, off. Ah, there it is. Yep, I was just heading in the right direction. I just didn't want to believe it until okay. Server error. Let's see what happens. The replication layer could maybe fix all the queuing situations that we're having on the side. Well, we don't know. So let's give it a moment then. And we will be in. Let's check my situation here. Computer is happy. All right. I'm still completing something on the side here for this stream. So don't worry, I'm with you. I haven't left you. Let's try this. Ugh. Oh. Okay. It looks like the thing is over. Yeah. And still need to fix something here. Apologies for the delay. It's not really fixing, but adding something to the live stream. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go. Okay, where are we? Okay. We successfully landed, hopefully. Are we still in? Yay, we're still here. Good. So we're gonna store this again. There's a slight move on the side when you see the grid, how the grid is attaching of the thing. I think I lost a couple of you. My apologies for the delay, but I actually did with one of the screenshots we did before of the stacking of the boxes. I did a new thumbnail for the stream, so it looks a little bit more as I would like to have it. Come on, dude, stay, hold still. Those TS2s have a mind of their own. Oh man, what's going on? Alright, let's take this one first. Oh, is this the next server error coming in? Yeah. Oh, gee. Yeah, that was a massive desync. What we just experienced. Oh, please let me store the stuff before, because last time I lost quite a good amount of modules to a server error that happens right at the moment when I transfer the stuff down to into my hangar, into the storage. So that's really something you don't want to have. Store this one, and then we want to claim the KD.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
That's okay. Yeah, it takes a while. And we want to claim the. Wow. Where's my C2? Uh-huh. Now I understand. That's why I don't have a large hangar anymore, because my C2's gone. How's that possible? That's a loader for another ship. So that's special, so to say. That's special, so to say. So how's that possible? That ship's down. That's good. I'm slightly surprised. So you might understand when you're suddenly missing a whole ship. That you actually haven't bought in game. It's a loaner for another ship. It's a loaner for the Hull D. So I'm quite like, what? Well, how's that possible? Or maybe the ships were too big for. Sorry, I have to check that again. That's puzzling me a little bit. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. Where am I? It's all good. That thing's still here. Oh yeah, the Carrack isn't there as well. So well, that must be, well, that's
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
yeah. Okay, so then that must be on purpose that these big ships are out. So the Carrack is out, the Hull C is out. Okay. So then, yeah, that there seems to be a continuity in that. So I'm not gonna assuming that this is then wrong, because that's be done on purpose. So there is a purpose behind it that we need to can or cannot understand, which is okay. Okay. Well, then I don't need to bother about the size of the hangar, because it's clear why it's a medium hangar now and not a big one. But that's okay.
Plane has been sent. Thank you.
Thank you, Watts. What?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again.
Server is getting cranky. What have we done? Somebody must have pissed the server off. Okay, we're back in.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I haven't ever put a module manually into my my cutting. So I'm quite curious where it actually goes. I should have spawned the STV first. So we set this up as a rescue thing. Yes, you need to claim it first. Last time I couldn't claim it because it refused to do it.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah, there it still is. And I suppose to claim it. Imagining how the game sounds when it doesn't want to do something. Okay, so where are my modules for my quantum drive ship? Component housing, I was reading over here. Not even sure whether you can here. Manually doesn't look, I mean it's Drake, it's like basically a recycled ship. Ship made from recycled materials. I think six can do it. Or does anyone of you know how to or where to put in the components? Cuddy. There's access here for the components, but at first it doesn't look like a component would fit there. Well, it could be. Maybe they're on the outside. Ramp access. Docking collar. There is no I don't think there is a possibility to manually put. I look so much forward to when I have my medivac. I mean, yeah, I had good amount and a very long amount of time with this ship, but it's good when this is over and we have things. And I think anyway, I mean, that's the thing with, we were talking in the org about this in the last well, not long ago, that when the SUSE will come in, this will pretty much replace all the caddies at once. The SUSE, either is it the MR, XLS Z1, all of, not Z1, ZL. They will just replace the caddies. The caddies, they will just be basically decommissioned when those guys are coming out. But that's at least what I, maybe you see that different, but as well the caddy red, when the medivac's coming out, the caddy red is like, yeah, the old guard that is not really in the game anymore, you can say. Let me check whether I got a response there in our chat about the guard ships. Okay, so where are we? We are in the cuddy. Okay, we're starting it up.
Hello and welcome aboard your Dream interplanetary craft. Your systems are launch complete.
Quite a different stack of flying when you think that this is as well as medium ship as the 400i is, but they're in size and everything that is like very different. So gateways granted. Let's go over to Lyria for a moment. Okie dokie. Suffrage, no. Teddies, no. Bed, no. Elsewhere, no. Buckets, humbled, no. Wheelers, no. We want orphanage, of course. Haven't been there, and I want to go there because it's just a place to go to. And see what's going on there. I have quite some issues with the icons. Some icons are just massively too bigger as they're supposed to be. Goes as well with the icons in the inventory. That's as well an issue since the very beginning. Oh, I'm gonna do a pancake here or what? Nope. Close to it. It's always so fascinating how much stuff you actually can drop down here in the orphanage and how small this place actually is. So I always imagine these big underground situated tunnels that must be around this place to find the things that are in here. Usually I have a STV here in it, but I can't have it, and as it is no armistice zone. I take precautions here. Because it's a sneaky little bastard place, this orphanage. Ah, there's some drugs around here. This one here. See what it is. Just in a second. Apple. Ooh, a badass little hat. Haven't had any apples in a while. That's good. But the boots are hey. Let's see what's in the box. Sometimes they have quite cool. Okay, well for just a easy accessible place, they have quite cool stone skin. Oh, yeah. Huh. Sparkly. I'm not that much into sparklies, so. The apple got stacked. What the heck is going on? Store. Now it's possible. Always store your helmet. Don't put it in the thingy. Ah, I missed how it eats the apple. Hello? Can you hear me? This is X speaking. And I'm an avatar. And I actually don't have such a weird voice. Yeah, okay. And now I'm eating an apple. It does that quite well. Almost like a real person. Oh, we got something here. Radegast. Radegast Lundström. The beers, you can't access the beers. That's always the thing here. You can't access any beers or they're already emptied out. But what we actually came for with, what's this? Tree pollen. Huh. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Let's have some tree pollen. Oh, why this should be any fun, but we're going to test it. I think it kicked in. But good place too. Yeah, but these apples give quite a good. They fill up the nutritional values quite well. That's impressive. Equip. I have things here. Good. What else? Okay. So we found some drugs. Hello, Tech Gen Cars Review tapping in. How are you doing? Thank you for writing. And I hope I didn't let you wait too long, but part of it is that we have like a 10 seconds delay from the stream to the chat back to me. So about 20 seconds. And if I put the latency down to medium now, but I'm gonna have to put it actually on very low. And I think, oh shit, I think I can do it. I hope I can. Yeah, I can get it. I was just thinking that I landed the chip in a bad way, that I couldn't get in. So Tech Gen Car Review. What are you up to? And is there something specific you're looking for, or are you just curious for this stream and for what's going on in StarCitizen, or is there anything I can do for you?
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Just seeing what you're doing. Yeah, we did quite a good amount of hauling before, and for now I'm like, yeah, we did a lot of boxes, and some things worked and something failed. And now I decided to do some other things. I as well just realized that since this time I logged in, like 3 of my big ships are missing, so my C2 Hull C and my Carrack is not showing up. Oh, you've been playing solo for a couple of years. Nice. What do you like best for doing? What is like your main field of playing, or your main profession in the game? What would you say is where you what you like to do best or most? Salvaging, yeah. Are you out with a vulture? Because I'm using vulture. Need to file for more ships. Yeah, it's a good way of actually doing it. If you're doing it out in live, the best way of doing it is currently going to the Lagrange stations and salvage the panels. That's well, that's up to 400k in an hour, I would say. That's really doable. You're possible. You know how to do that? Or you did that? A vulture and the cutlass thread, okay. And you did the panel salvaging then at the Lagrange station. Oh, nice, a Carrack, yeah. Yeah, I'm currently missing my Carrack here in the PTU for whatever reasons. But that's okay. It's still in my account, so it's not gone. It's just, yeah, whatever the game wants to do it right now with it. It must have some bigger tensions or ideas with it. Carrack is a really nice ship. I really like it. But this is really a multi-crew ship, so it's really a good thing to go together with other people in that ship, because, yeah, you obviously the turrets won't shoot by itself. but it will be a very, very good exploration shift for future gameplay when it comes to scanning for jump points. You know, there will be the jump points that are actually stable, and then there are those that are not stable. You do insurance fraud. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a way of doing it. That works. And I think it's good. It's a good way of making money, of course. Here's the thing: the more armor plating a ship has, the better, the more you get out of it. So that's just two things, and that's why this panel farming at the present moment works so well. So if you want to know how to do it, I will just elaborate, because it's super simple. You go to any Lagrange station. One of the best, it's Crew L. Which one? Crew L. This one here. Let's read that out. This one here, Crew L1. You go there, you just jump to the stations, and then you fly a bit away from the stations, maybe 50 kilometers, and then you start to ping. And panels are always those who have a straight number, so it's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, and so on. Those are scan pings for panels, and then you can do it. And then you just can go there and take it down. Bring abrade lasers, that is really helpful, and that's good to go. I mean, yeah, if you want to, we can go out and I can show you. I mean, I have my Vulture up here. Well, it's 324. I don't know whether it's still the same here in 324. I haven't tested it yet because, yeah, it's not the testing focus, the salvaging right now. So I do other things. But as I'm anyway do whatever right now, it doesn't really matter. Because I just want to play the game for a while and just enjoy. I did a lot of work before with figuring out stuff and dealing with all the issues and writing issue councils. Now I just want to see what else is going on in 324. And we're gonna sell this drugs, of course, that we found in the orphanage. It will give you a lot of money, but it's out of principles. We have to do that just because we have it, because we can. Basically. So we're going down here. When did 324 go live? Oh, that will be quite some more time. I mean, we've been Evocati testing it for 3.5 weeks, I would say. And now is wave 1. And usually after wave 1, if they really go through all 5 waves, and as it goes at the present moment, it very much looks like it as we go all the way through each wave. This means at least another 4 to 6 weeks, I would say. But it's hard to say. It always depends whether and how the bug fixing goes forward, and how the implementation of the new stuff is impacting the other thing. So it will take some more time. I would be very surprised if this would be a quick shot, and we would be out within the next 1 or 2 weeks. I mean, I think the idea is that by end of August this is out, and yeah, not sure. But it depends. I mean, if the problems get, yeah, I mean, sometimes things just can change, and suddenly stuff works out super simple, and then it's all good. Let's see whether we can sell that stuff. Oh shit! Yeah, I should have left it in there. Have you done any RMC runs? Yes. I did. It's still good, but the main thing is that you have to keep on waiting for the what's it called, for the demand to come up again. And I don't want to wait for that all the time. So that's why I'm not doing a lot of it, actually. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it from rappel down to, well, as we used to do it, from rappel down to area 18. And then you're in a good way. And if you have your 5 millions together, then you make like 1.5 million each run when you go with a C2, I would say. But you need to have your 5 millions together in order to be doing that. Pollen. Selling 21 per unit. Yeehaw! We made. Awaiting manual delivery to freight elevator. Okay, I carried over for you. I'm so sorry. Nobody's here to take it off. Would you say gold is better? I did gold the other day with my raft, and this was actually in live where I was doing it. And I had the raft carries 96 SU, so 96, 332 SU boxes, and I sold those 3, and I made 150,000 profit, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So that's what I got there. So people say that has been nerfed a lot. I haven't done any gold running in a while, because I did most of my money in this round with the Weevil Axe. Oh, where the heck is the elevator? Oh, over here. No, yes, no, is it? And the Weevil Axe can be time consuming, and you need to level up your evil bad status with the Vogue. And I don't do any criminal work with this account, but I have a separate account for piracy. And with this one, I made, what was it? 14 million or something with Weevil Axe. It took longer than it used to take. Usually this was a very quick way to make money, and it has been nerfed, and it has been nerfed even more. So Weevil Axe, I know there is a guy out there posting every second day another video of how much money he makes with Weevil Axe, and I try to do that again, and I cannot confirm that this is actually really true with the Weevil Axe. It is quite a grind with Weevil Axe. If you're lucky, every now and then you get 30 SU of Weevil Axe, which translates to 5 million or so, which is definitely absolutely amazing when you have it. But the way to get there is a lot of taking down of friendly ships and huge crime stats. I mean, crime stat 5 and stuff. That's where you get. Sorry, I don't find the freaking elevator here. I'm totally lost, and I don't really know why, because I've been here a couple of times. Oh, back here it is, I think. Is it? Yes, it is. So yeah, so Weevil Axe is definitely, it's on the other side of the law. Yay, a whole freight elevator for $1. Well, maybe I should raise the elevator first. Can you just get... Oh, yeah, it works. So that's my stance on that. Salvaging works really good, especially when you do RMC salvaging, so not hull munching. Well, when you go with a what's it called, a reclaimer, but really do going all the way and scrapping the whole, and especially if you find an A2 or a friend of you has an A2 for the scrapping. A2 has A2 has one of the biggest armor platings of big ships. So you make out of one A2 you make about 40 SU of RMC, which translates then to 14 translates to 400, 500, almost 600,000 SU of worth of AWAC when it comes out of that. So yeah, definitely a chance to go. Oh, are we stacked in the transfer or what? Oh yes, we did. And then we move it to the warehouse. Ah, this book, yeah. Well, jumpy little box, is it? That's one of the issues that needs to be fixed. All the jumping around, the sort of decorations and stuff. So that's the many things that CIG and the team is working on. Transfer complete. All right. Did I got my money now? 21 AUAC. Oh, it's windy over here. Stands like a drunkard. I remember going to Grimhex and seeing something in demand for 500k yesterday the other day, and I started with a yeah, that's the audio component. Something I never saw that physicalized. So, but there are things in the game that have tremendous amount of value. There is this one thing that you can mine with the ROC. Oh, it's so rare I can't even remember the name. And that's the rarest gems you can get, and there, one of them makes you rich. But they are very, 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 very rare, which means like really, really rare. And yeah, to them. Good. Oh, not sitting in the chair yet. Okay. So did you got that with the panel salvaging in case you want to do something different than salvaging your carrack? Then this is something else you can do. I can actually, yeah, I can go over it and we can try it for a moment. Okay. And did it work out well for fine for you, or why did it only once?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay. Well, okay. Do you remember on which point, which Lagrange point you were actually doing that? Because I think there are differences. This Cruel one, I found places that had like a 20k signature, which means there were like 20 panels to form there. And we were at some point, we were out there with 3 vultures, and one guy was only flying the C2, and just the only thing that guy was doing was moving out the boxes out of our vultures. So we were just grinding the salvage. We were just salvaging and did. Oh yeah, try. I can test the other Lagrange points. But Cruel one, that one in live worked in 3.23 live. That's the current patch that is out there. That worked really well for us. I haven't tested any others because some of our org was suggesting that place, and then we were like, okay, let's try it then, and we did, and we were like, heck, that was good. So we filled, I would say half of the C2 in about two hours or so. Which is okay. Let me check whether I can get abrades here, because that's really helpful if you have abrades on your vulture, because they are it's said that they're a bit less, they take a bit longer to do the same amount of scraping as the change, but they are bigger. So the size of the we don't get it here. Wait. No. Size of the fucking hell, can I say it? The size of the mining circle is bigger. Here's Platinum Bay. That's where it's supposed to go. Yeah, you need a crew. You can always check out our org if you want to. You find it under the RSI org page under SSLF, Stanton Security and Logistics Federation. We are quite casually dedicated org. And yeah, yeah. Okay, I show you how to change your scraper. Look, you go into a Platinum Bay, and pretty much all of them have, it's really SSLF. You find it on the org page, and there is a Discord, and then you join the Discord, and then you talk to us, and we figure out whether you like us to play with, and we like to play with you, and then we see what we do. Okay, so it's like, yeah, and we are like pretty much adult organization. So here, and then so it's good. Say that again for the org: SSLF, Stanton Security and Logistics Federation. So it's RSI, Robert Space Industries / organization / SSLF or something like this. It's as well in the description of the video. You actually should find it, and in there you find our Discord, and in this Discord, and then you just join it, and then when someone's on, you just join voice channel, and you start to conversate with people. We have a lot of very good players, actually, quite a good amount of veterans, people with many different kinds of ships. So we, to us, it doesn't matter how many ships you have or something. We are looking for a good experience, and we want to play pretty much all of the aspect of the games, and we want to have a fun and dedicated and still casual and whatever. time together and make the things that we want to make and do it good. Okay, and just have a look. I mean, just go in and see, and then when I'm streaming, I'm not always in the chat, and it's summer as well. So for many of us, so it's as well. It's not as much going on as in other days. That's definitely the way. I think we're about around 100 active people. Now I'd say 120 people in the org, 15 active people. But it's depending on when. We are all around the planet, so we have pretty every time zone is covered, no matter whether you are +9 or -9. It's possible to find people. Okay, so I show you this with the scraper beams that you can buy. So you go into a Platinum Bay. These are those places. They most of the time have not that much good stuff to buy in. A couple of them have good stuff, most of them are not. And then you go into the kiosk, as you do. You go on the categories, and very, very much on the bottom you have scraper beams. Okay, and there's the trawler scraper. Forget about it. And the abrade scraper. And you want to get 2 of those. Okay. And you get them on pretty much any of the can I say it? In any space station, you get 1 of those. Okay. Then you buy those, and then technically, if your vehicle loadout mount manager works, the VLM on the very outside here, then you just grab your vulture. Oh, mine is not here yet because I just claimed it before. So we need to take some time, go back and put it in. And currently the vehicle loadout manager in 3.24 isn't working as intended. Let's put it that way. It just does something else as it's actually we ask it to do. So that either have to replace it manually, but I can show you how to do it, because in live it works. And it will work by the end of this testing as well. So don't worry about this. So we have the vulture. It's on expedite 2 minutes. Let's pay it. Go back. Okay. Good. So you go in your Mobiglass. You get into vehicles. This is the vehicle loadout manager. In short, when you see it somewhere, VLM. And then you go onto your Drake, onto your vulture. And then you see here everything's empty. So that's the issue we're having here. So that's not how it's supposed to be. And in the utility, you have your item slots. And currently now in life, you have under here, you have the Tractorbeam. Then you have an abrade actually here. And you have the 2 change here. What I do, I change all of them to abrade because I'm not always sure which one is which. And the Tractorbeam can be pretty deadly at the present moment, so be careful with your Tractorbeam. Sorry for that. I currently not use that at all, the Tractorbeam. So that's why I buy 2 abrade. I could technically only buy 1 abrade, but as they're 1200 AOX, so it's really nothing you pay for them. They're super cheap. I just get 2, fill all the slots aside of the Tractorbeam with that, and then I go out and use the abrade for can I say it, for salvaging. And might need to check whether or not I actually can somehow manually, well, there is a way to manually manually change your abrades. I just haven't done it manually because usually we are having this beautiful opportunity of using the VLM, and then it's just on there, or I mean someone down in storage is actually doing it for us.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, where is it? Here.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Okay, we are. It looks like we are running into a server error here or a 30k. So the ship is not coming up, and it's getting late over here, and I need to get up quite early tomorrow morning as the week starts again. But I very much appreciating of all you guys showing up here. It's good to have an audience here. It's I like the interactions. Thank you, TechChem Car Review, which is a very handy name to speak to. I will just call you Tech, okay? Tech. So thank you for showing up, Tech. I don't know what's going on or why stuff is stuck right now. It's definitely is a desync, and there might be a server error occurring, which means a replication layer kicking in very soon. And I need to complete, and specifically I want to complete this stream. For now, I had 2 streams today, 2 pretty long streams, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Have you seen how to change your scrapers in the in the stream? Okay, did you saw it on where to do it, on how to do it when it comes to your loadout manager? It is in there, just like 5 minutes back. If you don't want to see it, it's super simple. It's basically how you change anything in your vehicle loadout manager, and it's just that you actually buy the proper braid. Oh wow! Oh someone pushed it through the thing. As it came out now. So yeah, we had a desync of about 1.5 minutes. So yeah, that's the stuff we every now and then just have to deal with. And we can't put on any libraries at the present moment as well in live. So it feels so naked, the ships, all of them, without the personal library. Yeah, that's very good. Did you put a Voyage or an Atlas into it? That makes a lot of sense, actually. I need to do this here too. But I need to figure out how to do it because I haven't done it manually yet. So, but what you do then is the port unlock you're supposed to do. Of course, you need to fire it up first. Make sure the thing is down, and then you port unlock it, which is now the red sign here behind thing. It means port unlocked, so I can open the things. Yeah, Atlas is a good one. The Voyage is even slightly faster actually than the Atlas, but it's a really small difference. So wait, where is the compute? But we have to do it manually here. Cooler, power plant. Yeah, but it actually should be dual battery, gravity generator, restroom. That's not what I need. Okay. Yeah, back here is the quantum drive. So we can open this. Okie dokie. And then we just take our multi-tool. Yeah, shut the door, man. Come on. We take the multi-tool. And wait a minute. It says I can't, so this means it's not port locked anymore. Port unlocked anymore. Now it's ship port unlocked. I pressed the wrong button. Maybe the shields are down or something. Well, it doesn't matter. But when you go over here, you do the port unlock. And then you can, when you have the issue as we're currently facing here, that we can't. And with some ships it's possible, with others it's not. So the Cutty Red, for example, you can't do it. And then you go detaching. Come on. Yeah, it might be that's the it might be the desyncs. What did you press? Port unlock. I don't know exactly what's the the keybinds is, as I fly with hoses and sticks and steering wheels and rudders and all kind of stuff around here. So this is all laid out on my stick. So I don't know the keybinds for mouse and keyboard anymore, because I customized everything in the very personal way I would like to have it. But when you go under options, keybinds, advanced customizations, then it must be under seats and no. I think it's actually under movement, which is kind of weird. But VTOL is here as well. Expand configuration, ESP, GeForce, lock pitch. No, it's not here. Where is it? Is it under weapons? PIP, precision, manual, previous, missiles. No, it's not missiles. Powertrain, I guess. Or is it under cockpit? Oh, it's under cockpit. Yeah, of course. It's on the very top. Sorry me confusing, bullshitting here. Vehicles cockpit. Here you find it. Close, open all door. A button really good to have on a ship. And lock, unlock doors. It's not as relevant right now, but it will be relevant at some point. And then it's the port lock. Port lock unlocks all your modules, inclusive weapons on the ship. So if you want to manually exchange them, if you find cool weapons and you want to put it on your ship, you have the proper size for it, of course. That's what's needed. Then you need to first sit into your pilot seat, press right Alt K if you use it here on the keyboard, and to unlock port. And then you see the marker in the center of your ship when you're seated in the cockpit seat. Then it says port unlocked. Well, you can't see here because we have this issue with the stuff cargo transfer not been done yet. That is blocking it. But it says it back here. Ship ports unlocked. So we did that, but it doesn't let me do it for whatever reasons. Okay, but that's something cool to know, and it's something fun to play around with. I mean, there are every now and then you find a wrecked ship and you just wanna take it out, and I don't know why it doesn't want to let me do it. But volume exceeded. It's lying. Volume is not exceeded, and if you take the big one, it's definitely not exceeded because you move around way bigger quantum drives than this one. But hey, it says Loctite. Yeah, that's life support. Yeah, so play around with that stuff. I really can. Yeah, volume is exceeded. So this is but what is your setup? You mean the setup that I'm playing with, my peripherals? I have a HOSA setup of VKB, NXT, Evo, Premium, Omni left. There is a video onto that on the loadout that I'm actually using. And there is as well a picture where you can see what sticks I'm using. They are like medium range sticks. Each of them is about $200 US dollars. They are excessively good, especially you have an incredible amount of buttons on them to use. I started with Satec X52 Pro sticks with a throttle on one side, but it really helps to have HOSAs and HOSAs with Omni on the side. So it's a really nice setup to have. It makes the whole experience of flying just excessively more immersive. It's like, yeah, with sticks it's a new game, man. It's a new game. I don't want to push anyone into buying anything. Really, seriously, I don't, and I don't get paid for saying this, but the VKBs are really good sticks. Of course, there is Vipril. It's I think twice the money of one. They are even better, they say. I have a couple of friends who have them. They are like overall happy with it. And from experience, you can feel the price differences. So there is a reason why stuff is more expensive. But still, I mean, the rudder, the Mark IV rudder, that's the thing to do the yaw. Do that with my feet. The Mark V Raw, there is, I mean, you can watch reviews about it. There is nothing to complain about it. It's just, it's robust steel material. It's no plastic crap shit on it. With the sticks VKBs, it's a bit more plastic there, but it's very good plastic. It's not cheap plastic. So yeah, go and have a look around if you're curious about sticks and layout of sticks. And it might be an idea to start with something cheap, even if you pay double. Well, no, not double, but if you start with I don't know, an X52 or a P600 or something, just to see whether you actually like it. I mean, I love this game. It's the game I play the most. I hardly play any other games because it's the only one that really offers me what I want to have in a game since a long time, and I haven't found any other game that just comes close to this. So therefore, that's why I do it. I used to play Elite Dangerous over almost 2,000 hours, and I had to decommission this thing because they just didn't go for what actually they want to say, told us to do. So even if it seems I supported them for a very long time, so I didn't follow up on the rant that was going on after they dropped Odyssey, because I considered Odyssey actually quite good. No matter what people said and what expectation people have. Usually things don't work out because people have different expectations and then understand words differently than what people were saying, and so that's where then the issue is coming in, and that's why this thing's happening. And I'm not going for that. I'm trying to appreciate what devs are doing, and that's why I'm in the testing. That's why I'm Evocati. That's why I try to help and support to develop this game. That's why I write issue councils and be a part of testing, because we are testing. I don't see it as I ever bought a game here. I bought myself access to be part of the testing. That's what we do, and we will get there when we all keep on testing and keep on running the issue councils and keep on helping the devs to get their stuff together, because I think they are very skillful. I mean, just look what we have. Just look what we have. It's really cool. Okay, so this was the stream. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you showing up. I hope it was helpful. Check out my videos on YouTube. Please drop a subscribe. I really need subscribes. I already have the hours, the yearly hours you need to do. I'm way past the 4,000 watch hours, but most people don't subscribe. So if you have a subscribe over, please drop it. If it's helpful what I'm doing. If you don't like it, well, don't bother. I mean, the intention of this, I'm passionate about the game, and that's why I do the videos, that's why I do the streaming, because I just love doing it. Okay, so we see us out there, we see us in the verse, we see us maybe in our Discord chat, and maybe we have good times together and can create good experiences, and then we shall live long and prosper, is it? 07 StarCitizen, this is X speaking, over and out. See you in the verse.